What's going on, guys? Blazing here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you are having a wonderful day, and thank you for joining me on another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're going to be discussing RSL Helper, but we're going to be going a little more in depth and talking about the artifact leveling feature, right? We all know that leveling artifacts is not fun, especially if you were here prior to the instant upgrade. You know that it was the bane of your existence, right? It was not fun. But, Farbsoft has given us this awesome tool for free that you can use and make this a little easier for you. Now, this is only for PC players. Mobile players, unfortunately, can't really use this. I really wish that Raid or Plarium would kind of integrate RSL Helper into the game. I think it would just make a world of difference, right? It kind of sucks that we have to use third-party tools to be able to play this game to its fullest and enjoy it. But that said, let me show you guys exactly how I do these things, and let me give you the breakdown of what you need to know. All right, so we have RSL opened up, we have our game opened up, and then we have Plarium Play opened up in the background. The first thing that you have to do once you open up Raid Shadow Legends Helper is you need to do a run of either a dungeon, arena, or something else, for the game client to be able to give the information to RSL Helper. Now, once we have that completed, we go into the inventory tab, which is these 9 little button looking things here. And you're going to get all of your gear, right? It's going to bring you up all the gear that you currently have in game. Now you can sift through artifacts and accessories, whichever one it is that you want to level up at that point in time. You can add equipped items, right? But if you're adding equipped items, every piece of gear that you have equipped should be at least 12 to 16. Unless you're really early game, which then I would not suggest leveling anything past 12. Right? If you're gear muling, that is bad. Do not get in that habit unless the piece of gear is really strong, which then should just be in your inventory, because you should not be always at 1,300 pieces. So that said, you can also use separate, right, which then will bring everything up by artifact sets. I tend not to use this during the leveling process, but I do tend to use it during the gear cleanse process, which will be in the next video. Now, you can come down here to the filters and you can sift through whichever type of level gear you want to have. So if you want to have 5 stars, 6 star, whatever it might be, you can pick the rarity, right, under grade. Artifacts, you can pick if you just want to do a particular artifact. So if you've, did crafted 300 pieces of perception gear and you just want to see the perception gear, you could do just that, right? You can go by item type over here. You can go by main stat, right? Everything that's over here. You could go by roles substats. Now, I don't suggest using the roles unless you are knowledgeable about how the roles work, whether you know if it's a low roll, medium roll, or high roll. So I would suggest just leaving that off for now. That's more of an end game player feature, right? And then you can do by substats, right? So the best part about this is you can actually sift through your gear depending on the level, right? So you can see here, everything that's up is going to be, from level 1 or to 16, or 0 to 16, I should say. But with this little slider, which I wish we would get this in game, Plarium, if you're watching, integrate this part, just this part. I mean, integrate the whole thing of RSL Helper into the game, but integrate this part into RSL Helper, or into the game, I should say. But you can come down and you can see here, now we have all the gear that's from 0 to 7, right? That is not currently leveled. We have 95 pieces of 5 stars and 134 pieces of 6 stars. So once you figured out what you want to level, what I like to do is I like to go with 5 stars first, rares, because I know that once this is completed for myself, I'm going to be selling all of these automatically, right? That's not for your account. Your account is in a different level than mine. So you may be finding yourself to keep these pieces, right? But once you have that selected, you're going to see here that it is 37 pieces of 5-star gear. Now, click Add All to Queue. Once that is done, you're going to see now that you have selected all the pieces of gear. Now, you're going to see this little red bar right here that says Inventory tab not visible. Great. Go in-game, click on a piece of gear, right, on the champion, and now that is gone. Now, once that is done, you come down here and you decide where you want to level your gear up to. I suggest always 8, right, so you can at least see the double rolls that are going to fall in. You could do 4 if you know what you're doing with the rolls, if the piece doesn't really roll what you want. But I always suggest 8, at least for artifact enhancement events, because you get some of the points back, right? You get the rewards of the points. Once that is completed, What you do then is you hit play, and then the game is automatically, RSL helper is automatically going to level up your gear for you. You can go make a cup of tea, you can go get a cup of coffee, whatever it is. You know, if you're queuing up 300 or 400 pieces, go walk away, come back, get some lunch, whatever, and that's it. Now, one of the things I do want to mention is if you go under the settings tab, right, you're going to see here where it says general artifact upgrade wait time. I've messed around with this to try to find out what the quickest time that I can get this done is. But what I find is once I start passing a certain threshold, it starts messing up on me. So my suggestion to you is be patient. Don't do anything less than 15, right? Because if you do something less than 15, there's a very good likelihood that it'll level like 10, 15 pieces of gear. And then I don't know exactly how it works coding wise, but it won't click. And then it's going to mess up everything, right? That's about the basic way that I could explain it. So I find about 15 to 20 to be perfect. So that is it. Hope this video helped, guys. If it did, let me know down in the comments down below. I will have another one coming up with gear cleanse and how to sell stuff on RSL Helper. So that will be the next one in this segment. As always, guys, much love, much appreciation. Be safe, be well, be good to each other, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.